What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sam, aka Ash from Abroad, and in today's video I'm going to show what it's like to cycle Death Road in Bolivia. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about my experience of Death Road from start to finish. Make sure to stay tuned to the end. Something happened to a member of our group, which you don't want to miss. Death Road, also known as El Camino del Muerto, is a famous and dangerous route in Bolivia that connects La Paz to Coroico. Carved into the Andes Mountains, this narrow road features steep cliffs, sharp turns, and dramatic drops of up to 600 meters. Once known for its deadly traffic accidents, it has since become a popular spot for adventurous mountain bikers. Starting the day at around 6 AM, we were picked up from our hostel and driven to a house just outside La Paz. At this house, we were given something to eat and drink, and then told to gear up ready for the ride. From here, we then got back into the minibus and drove for about an hour to the start point of the track. After getting off the bus, we were assigned bikes and then set off on our journey. The starting point of Death Road is at La Cumbre Pass, which is a tarmac section of the road. At a rough altitude of approximately 4,650 meters above sea level, as you can imagine, it's very cold. Many of the bike tours on offer begin at La Cumbre Pass. La Cumbre Pass itself is not very long. The distance is approximately 20 kilometers until you reach the start of Yungas Jungle via the old road. Due to being paved, we completed this part of the tour quite quickly, and even made a quick stop at the local service area to grab snacks for the descent. Upon reaching the start of the old road, we briefly stopped to grab a group picture and then began our descent down into the jungle. As we descended further and further down into the vast jungle, with every kilometre it got hotter and hotter, and I found myself taking off layer after layer of clothing. Luckily, we had a support van that carried all of our belongings, which followed us for the duration of the tour. At various times on the descent, we passed under various waterfalls, which was really cool. After cycling for a few hours, we stopped for lunch at a purpose-built shelter. We then continued our descent down the mountain. With about 10 kilometers left to go, the road became much rougher, forcing us to slow down significantly. This caused large gaps to form between each cyclist. As I rounded one of the bends, I noticed that the riders ahead had stopped and were all gathered around someone. It quickly became clear that someone had come off their bike. As I got closer, I realised the situation was much more serious than it first appeared, as the person could not lift their arm at all. The injured cyclist had to ride in the support bus for the remainder of the journey down to Coroico. A few days later, we heard from him. The fall had resulted in a badly broken collarbone in 3 places, and he required immediate surgery. This incident really drove home the point that Death Road is no joke. That being said, for me, Death Road was one of the highlights of my trip to South America. As long as you're careful and you're aware of your surroundings, you will be fine. Before I wrap up the video, one thing I would say is to make sure that before setting off on Death Road, you check your bikes thoroughly to make sure that they are mechanically sound and that the brakes work well. Out of our group, a few people had mechanical issues with their bikes, and whilst the tour operator was able to swap these out and fix the issues on the descent, double checking the bikes before setting off will save you a lot of time and hassle. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.